Poltergeist 2 The Other Side on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Shout Factory. It can be found as the slipcover edition, available at your online retailers. This is one of those sequels that when I watched it when I was younger, it really creeped me out. I've always maintained that the first film is a far scarier movie, but the addition of an actual antagonist in the form of Kane in the sequel makes it stand out from the original. It's a satisfying entry in the series, though admittedly, in my later years, it's sort of lost its bite. The movie is absolutely worth checking out, though, for those who have only watched the first film. Poltergeist 2 The Other Side on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has an aspect ratio of 235:1 with native 4K resolution, and it supports both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision transfer. Shout Factory's transfer of Poltergeist 2 The Other Side is the result of a 4K restoration from the original camera negative. The source condition is largely blemish-free, only a few specks noticed here and there, and film grain is well preserved. Bit rates are generally healthy with no noticeable dips in image quality. With the 4K resolution bump, details do appear noticeably sharper. Image clarity is of course improved, though there are some inherent soft shots here and there. Textures with the live elements have an appreciable depth, but some of the special effects do struggle a bit visually. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Many films using similar effects at this time period often show the same results. Sporting Dolby Vision, the results are bountiful, especially in outdoor day scenes. Early in the film, when the family is in the garden, the colors on display are very striking. During nighttime or dimly lit scenes, the palette levels out a bit, but shows enhancements nonetheless. Skin tones are healthy throughout, and whites show nice stability. Speaking of night scenes, black levels are wonderfully deep and often convey the atmosphere effectively, even more so with the grading. Shadows are appropriately menacing and don't give way to crush. Poltergeist 2 The Other Side on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a new Dolby Atmos audio mix, as well as a DTS 5.1, and finally a Laserdisc 2.0 audio track. One of my big complaints about the original Poltergeist on 4K was the lack of a Dolby Atmos upgrade, which the sequel here is more than willing to accommodate. Of course, the action in this film isn't quite as intense as the original. We still get a taste of what that particular Atmos track might have sounded like here. With one glaring issue aside, which I'll touch on in a few moments, the Atmos is a pleasing and often entertaining experience. Height output mostly consists of ghostly activity and other paranormal happenings, but very little else. The same could be said for the mid-level and rears, as only very intermittent ambience, atmospherics, and score push through from time to time. It's not too lively, but considering the age and available source elements, it's really not surprising. The low end, however, is quite lively and energetic. Supernatural thumps inside the house, ghostly forces often punch through with authority. Impacts are felt and felt often. The dialogue, unfortunately, is a bit of a lemon, as there are numerous instances where voices are way too low. The prime example is when Stephen and Kane are conversing on the porch. Both actors are nearly inaudible, their voices drowned out by the score and other audio cues. I switched off the other speakers and listened with just the center, and sure enough, it still seems mixed too low. The scene I mentioned was the most egregious offender, and some scenes are worse than others, but I can easily see some wanting to raise the center level output here for this film. Just don't forget to switch it back after it's over. I sampled the quote-unquote Laserdisc 2.0 track as well. I found it to be equally robust and entertaining, though obviously less expansive than the Atmos. This is probably the closest we get to a purist audio mix, and overall I feel it's presented very well and should please most fans. A good majority of the previously available bonus content has made its way here to this 4K, though I don't believe all of the supplements have transitioned over. There are a pair of audio commentaries included, as well as general making-ofs, which have a good bit of info. The Ghost of Giger is a good short, though as I've always understood it, H.R. Giger was unhappy with how his designs turned out for the final film. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Poltergeist 2 The Other Side on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A. I'm quite pleased with the 4K upgrade of the film, and it nicely matches the original in a visual sense. Textures in general are nicely improved, and the palette looks wonderful with Dolby Vision at its back. Overall, a pleasing upgrade. For the audio, I scored it an A-. I'm always a supporter of a 4K that gets a Dolby Atmos audio upgrade, and I find the one provided here a worthy addition. Aside from the low levels in the center channel, the rest of the soundstage is nicely opened up, with often entertaining results. This is an audio mix that's worth listening to. And for the extras, I graded them a B. Mostly old content makes a return from the previous Blu-ray edition, though not everything has ported over. If you're a fan of supplements, you may want to hold on to your previous disc. So that is my review of Poltergeist 2 The Other Side on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray from Shout Factory. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave a direct Amazon link in the comment section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel, but if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365. I will see you at the movies.